What's going on there, everybody? Thank you for tuning in with me on the topics. Today, been feeling like I'm on some Sleep Token. You know, I recently just got done reviewing the Sundowning. And today, guys, feeling like in the mood to freaking review This Place Will Become Your Tune 2021 release from the Sleep Token. And recently, guys, this week we got Even in Arcadia. So it's Sleep Token week, listening to all their catalog, banger after banger. So let's jump into this stuff, guys. So let me go and start off by saying This Place Will Become Your Tune, probably their most intimate album, their most visually pleasing album. This album right here gives off this bluish hue that I try to give for you guys in the background. We get that ocean Atlantic nature going on, you know. This album right here, if you throw it on YouTube, we get visual pleasers, we get visualizers from track after track, and by far is one of my favorites when it comes to Sleep Token out of the 3 albums so far, guys. Actually 4, including Even in Arcadia. So far, This Place Will Become Your Tomb is the most visually pleasing, in my opinion. Love the organic Atlantic Ocean, sea creatures, sea fishes, fishes, sea turtles, all that stuff going on, guys, and it's beautiful. And I really think that nature really fits the sound that we get from Sleep Token on This Place Will Become Your Tomb 2021. Not the second official release, but you know, when it comes to album nature, guys, I would include it as the second album. Previous releases were EPs. So with that being said, guys, This Place Will Become Your Tomb. Let's jump into it, guys. So with track number 1, we get Atlantic, starting off with some beautiful pianos. Vessel just starting us off smooth, getting us in the vibe already. Freaking I would say his vocals really sound enhanced in this track right here, you know, especially when you play the non-instrumental version. Vessel is standing out, overpowering the beat, overpowering the pianos, and like I said, real oceany feel to start off this album. So, you know, jumping into it immediately with that feel. And definitely my favorite visualizer. I mean, this one right here, guys, starting off with the bang with the visualizers. We get the ocean feel, especially on Atlantic. And to be honest, that's my favorite part about this track is the visuals. I mean, every time I throw on this track, I get stuck on the visualizers on YouTube. And I mean, it's hard to look away. And one thing that really stuck with me on this song, guys, is Vessel that says, "Don't wake me up." Thinking this is a suicide track right here, guys. It really just could be a track about drowning, literally, metaphorically, in your feelings and your emotions and alcohol, or literally, suicidally and doing, and things of that nature, guys. Literally could be drowning. But great track to start off. You know how Sleep Token is. We're always going to get in our feels. And so far, guys, I mean, they're not holding back. So, good track right there, guys. Not one of my favorite, but definitely a cool track for the album. Track number 2, we get Hypnosis. This track right here lives up to the title. We get hypnotic, we get hypnosis, puts us in a hypnotic, hypnotized vibe. This track right here is a go-to. Love this one right here, guys. Usually when I start the album, I jump to track number 2, Hypnosis. Dope track. Awesome heavy guitars right here. Really reminds me of Tool and Isis. If you guys know the band Isis, they put out this, I believe it's called like, is it called like Pentagram or Panacon or something like that, guys? The Isis Blue album, again, blue, and it has the artwork of like earth landscapes and stuff like that, but blue. If you guys have yet to check out Isis, also check them out. They do some awesome work. And this track right here reminds me of Isis, so therefore I like it. You know, solid stuff, cool guitars, and also Vessel sounding dope right here on this one. I love the way his voice sounds. He's doing these slow melodic verses and really stretching his words on this one. And I believe that, you know, this track right here, I mean, stresses it enough. He says, take everything, take. And it just seems that he's willing to give this person everything to the point that he's left with nothing. And sometimes it's like that, you know what I mean? And guys, we get some nice guitars. We get some smooth drums that go hard on this track. And to be honest, I could go for the instrumental, this track right here, the original. I've yet to hear this one live. I want to check out the live versions and, experience this track, vibe out with this track as much as possible, because Hypnosis, that is a vibe right there. Track number 2, going hard already. Track number 3, guys, we're getting into some love vibes with Mine. mine is a cool track, you know, a love track, cool uplifting guitars, nothing too crazy, guys. You know, like I said, this is an intimate album, so when, you know, I do believe that when it comes to their slower tracks right here, they're not as good as Sundowning. I do prefer the slower tracks on Sundowning, but I prefer the heavy tracks on This Place Will Become Your Tomb. So it's funny how that works, guys. I love the heaviness of this album, but when it comes to the love nature and the intimate nature, I do think it's solid, but I do think it's better on Sundowning and even Take Me Back to Eden, and even in Arcadia. So mine is good stuff, guys. Really sounds real radio friendly, and just really sounds like, you know, eventually speaking to this person, that eventually you will be mine, and things of that nature. So real radio feel, poppy feel on this one. Cool track, but not a go-to really. Next up, guys, we get you know, keeping the momentum, still staying sensual, still staying sexual and intimate with Like That, track number 4, Like That. What I love about this beat, guys, I do like that beat, and it seems that he's asking this woman, like, do you like that? You know, pretty much asking in sexual needs, in a sexual matter, maybe in the actions he's doing, and how he's going about his business, and how he is as a person, and how things are with them. Do you like that? Do you like, you know, things like that, that nature, guys. The song can be really complex, and to be honest, the we get that sensual beat. And not only that, guys, we get that bass throughout, and to be honest, you know, this track could also mean, like, do you like when I'm going through it? Like, do you enjoy when I'm, you know, when I'm in this hell, when I'm in the pits of depression, when I'm, you know, when I'm going through things? Do you like that? Do you enjoy me like that? Do you like to see me like that? So that's how I interpret the track. A little bit of, you know, complexness going on there, guys, where this track can mean a bunch of things sexually or, you know, metaphorically, whatever it is. It could be, you know, mean about, do you like what I'm doing to you sexually, or do you like to see me in this way? So a lot of ways, that's what's dope about Sleep Token's lyrics. A lot of complexness, and can mean so many things. That is the beauty about a good lyricist. So next up, guys, we get track number 5, and a music video along with The Love You Want. Now this track right here, guys, is beautiful. This one right here puts me in my feels. I get really emotional on this track. Like I said, guys, we get a music video where it is a metaphor on the, I believe, the feeling of going after the same thing and not getting any outcome out of it. You know, you're going after this person, you know, forces you to feel this way, and you keep repeating the same patterns, yet, you know, you keep trying, but yet you're not getting any different outcomes. I mean, beginning of the music video, guys, Vessel starts off with tying up a white bow or ribbon onto, like, these, you know, leafless trees, these naked trees per se, and eventually he bumps into these dancers, these girls that he's eventually swinging at with his sword, and you know, one of the girls uses her powers to use it upon Vessel to stab upon himself. Now, you know, this track right here, guys, like I said, is either coming back to the same place, or the feelings that girls have over you, where they can take over you, and they put you in these periodic points in life where you feel like you're repeating yourself and not getting any you know, outcome out of it, and things of that nature, guys. And in the end, you feel stabbed in the back, stabbed in the front, overall dead. Now, this track right here really hits a spot for me, and I love it. I love the beat. I love the lyrics. He stresses on this track where he says, I'm still filled with the love you want. Pretty much saying, like, you know, through it all, you know, even though we may not love each other, I'm still filled with the love you want. This could mean either to a past person, a future person he's hoping to feel, or a present person. Pretty much saying that, you know what, this love is getting stronger, and I still have a lot to give. We've only just begun, baby. And really meaningful track. And not only that, guys, the music video right here really puts you in your feels, and it's beautiful. I love the colors in this music video and the overall nature. Great track with track number 5. Next up, guys, we get track number 6, Will Fall For Me. This track right here is strictly Vessel, and solid track right here, you know what I mean? I love this one right here where Vessel is showing off his vocals, and I believe it is a track where it's pretty much saying like, hey, like, you know, self-explanatory. Will you fall for me? Will you pick up what I'm putting down? Will you dig me? Will you love me? Will you see me for who I am? Will you fall for me? And things like that, guys. So what I especially love by it is the band let Vessel show off on this track. And his Vessel and his harmonies with a little bit of editing on his voice. And therefore, it's able to stretch his lyrics and his point across a lot more. Especially on the lyrics on this one, guys, it being straightforward, where fall for me. Good track right there, and gets even better at leading into track number 7, my favorite track on the album, with Alkaline. Guys, this track right here, this is where we get the guitars coming in, we get the heaviness, we get the versatility, some cool synthesizers, I believe, in the beginning, and this track, I believe, is about expressing your feelings and perspective towards a person that you believe is beautiful. You know, this person right here, she maybe has some imperfections, but in the end, she's still perfect. You know, her imperfections are perfect. I mean, who she is perfect. And what's cool about this music video is Vessel is sitting in a chair, and all these people are coming after him with guns and ready to kill him. But he is so locked in, either about the way he feels about this person or in his thoughts. Overall, Vessel is locked in, and he is using the powers against them. Now, what I love about this track and the video, guys, music video, is it is a cool take on what we got from Love You Want, where the girls were taking control of Vessel and they were using the powers for him to stab himself. And it seems that Vessel has either gained control, he's either maybe immune to these things, or getting stronger with the bullshit that is accumulating for him, and therefore he is snapping, he is using powers, he's coming up with giant spiders, giant hands, I mean literally wires and stuff to execute these people. He's breaking their necks with his hands and stuff. And not only that, guys, we get an awesome track to see this awesome music video too. Solid stuff right here. I mean, if you haven't already, check out the music video. I'm sure you have if you're checking this out. But yeah, guys, this whole thing is dope from top to bottom. Definitely a go-to track for me on this one. And probably my favorite track off the album, Alkaline. I mean, that track right there is a standout. Possibly my favorite Sleep Token track overall. Now, yeah, guys, this one right here is just filled with stuff. And like I said, guys, Vessel is becoming immune, and he is showing off his powers, and he is not to be fucked with on Alkaline. Next up, guys, we got track number 8 with Distraction. Slowing things down a little bit. You know, this one right here, guys, seems that Vessel is getting into his feels. He is dissecting his parts a little bit. And it seems that this track is about depending on things to distract you from the hardships of life, where you go to these distractions to, you know, keep you focused on other things and things of that nature. And Vessel stretches on the song where he says, "It's too late for me," where that could mean, like, you know, time is running out. You know what I mean? He's running out of distractions. He's running out of things. He's running out of ideas. And right about now, he's getting into his feels, and Vessel needs a distraction and a hug. And that's not a track, guys, I go to personally too much, but I do enjoy the beat. And after coming from Alkaline, you know, I do believe, you know, I just go to Alkaline a lot more. Coming to this track right here, Distraction, kind of distracts me from the momentum a little bit, but still solid stuff. Number 9, guys, This Is My Vibe. This is what I love about this, is Descending. We get that killer bass. We get that sensual feel. And this track right here, guys, is, you know, once you listen to the lyrics, I'm sure you will relate if you've been there. The lover is crawling back to you. That person that says, I'm done with you, that person that says that they never want to see you again, they come crawling back to you, and all that those words that they said, all that talk was cheap in the end. You know what I mean? All that shit that they said, all those words trying to hurt you with, trying to prove a point, trying to literally, you know, exclude you from their life. And in the end, they come crawling back to you, because in the end, talk is cheap, and what you said was just BS, because actions speak more than words. And that's why she's crawling back to him, because all the talk stuff is just cheap in the end. And also, guys, I picture that this song is maybe the lover of Vessel, that, you know, his perspective of the lover that the girl he's falling for is ascending him. Descending him back into hell, descending him back into her hell all again, over and over again. You know what I mean? About You come crawling back to me, and due to the track being called Descending, and bass nature of this one being a really down tempo sexual feel, it sounds like, you know what I mean, when you go back to those toxic people and those bad habits, it doesn't get any better, and you're just descending the more you're going down that path and with that person. So and also, it's too late to be together, already be on the ground now. Also Vessel stresses in the song where he says it's too late to be together, already be on the ground. Now this could mean that, this person wants to fix things, go back to the way that things were, even though they said all this, but you know what, it's too late for me. I'm either dead, or I'm beneath the surface, pretty much saying, like, I'm past the point of thinking about you and on to other things. So yeah, guys, Ascending, I love that track right there. And we do not stop momentum with Telomeres. Now guys, Telomeres very sounds like a Deftones track right here, guys. If you're familiar with Deftones, Chino Moreno, he does like those melodic sounds, melodic tones, things of that nature. And to be honest, Vessel sounds different on this track right here. I love the way Vessel sounds. I wish he would go for this tone a little bit more, where don't get me wrong, I love that broken jaw sound that he does, but you know what, on Telomeres, I think he sounds smooth, a lot more clearer, you know what I mean? And the vocals are just beautiful on this one, to be honest. I think with the nature on this album, it fits. And if he were to do it on another album, not only would it still fit, but it would stand out more. But on Telomeres, I think due to the ocean nature of this one and the soft nature, it calls for some Chino Moreno melodies and inspiration going on. So Telomeres, guys, really feels like Deftones. And not only that, guys, we get some dope smooth guitars through everything. Vessel is still through everything, guys, Vessel is still welcoming this person. I believe that this track is about through all the hardships with that person, Vessel still has open arms for that person, and is still willing to be on good terms and still be an open hand, a helpful hand in the end, somebody to that's there, you know what I mean, somebody who gives a shit. And Telomeres, guys, I love this track right here, really smooth vibes, and he also references the start of something new. So like I said, guys, with him saying that him welcoming this person back into his arms again, this can mean like the start of something new, really related to the track before, Descending. And so who knows, guys, I could be off with these things, but you know what, that's what I picked up. I believe that this track right here is just about re-welcoming that person again, that tough person from the past. Next up, guys, we get track number 11 with High Water. This one right here is this one right here, guys, I believe that this track is, he feels his hell is is entertainment to this person, that the troubles are entertaining this person. Now, guys, we get a chill beat with High Water. Nothing too crazy on this track right here. And Vessel stresses where he believes his hell is just a TV to this person, just entertainment, just enjoyment to this person. They get a kick out of it. And this track right here is mostly drums, chill beat going on, and he's definitely explaining the sacrifices he's made for this person. Where, he's talking about, I've done everything for you, things that that I put myself through, that I've done for, pretty much that the torture that I put myself through to entertain you, and the sacrifices I made through my life and as a person for you. And this person just probably feels that, they really just don't give a shit about how you feel. Sometimes that there's people that enjoy to see you down because it makes them feel better, and apparently Vessel's been there. And to be honest, man, that feeling sucks. And High Water's not a track, guys, I go to too much. To be honest, the last couple tracks aren't really my favorite, but they're still great closers, cool, closing tracks, and definitely meaningful to people. And not only that, but from Vessel. So shouts out to these tracks still. Nothing bad on this album. So next up, guys, we get into the last track with Missing Limbs. And we ended off on a good note, guys. We ended off on a good note. Now, it seems that Vessel was telling this person that, you know what? Whenever you are feeling down, whenever you are, thinking of the past or reminiscing of me or whatever, just think of me. I am still there. You know what I mean? I'm still in your thoughts. I'm still in person. I'm still here if you need me. Vessel stresses that enough on this album where it feels that, you know what? Pretty much is saying that his hand is still offered to whoever this person is, the lover that puts him, obviously dragged him through this hell, that is entertained by it. But you know what, Vessel, as a loving person, a loving soul, it seems like, who's been through a lot of shit. And us fans, obviously, have been through some shit. That's why we dig this music. And I'm telling you guys, on this new album, even Arcadia, he digs into that shit, just as much. And on this album, guys, like I said, it's his most intimate, but it seems that this one right here, guys, really stays on a steadily, consistently depressing topic. It seems that on Take Me Back to Eden and even in Arcadia, we get a little bit more hopeful side. This album is straight depressing. We get some sad songs on here. A lot of Sleep Token sad songs are sad, but on this one right here, guys, this album really seems to deal with the nature of love, hurt, disgrace, depression, and things of that nature, guys. So ending it off, guys, with Missing Limbs. He'll do whatever it takes to, make this person happy. And soft closer, guys, but a good track. Nothing too heavy. And like I said, guys, probably the most hypnotic Sleep Token album. This is definitely an album for Vessel, for him to show off his vocals, his capabilities, things like that. And, he's doing his thing all throughout this album, guys. And, 1 minute, guys. Sorry about that. That's my dog. Sorry about that, guys. So, like I said, guys, this is the most hypnotic, probably the most vibey, the most atmospheric, the most bluish, the most Atlantic, oceanic, watery feel of an album. I know that sounds funny, but you know what, guys? Sleep Token, that's what they do best, giving us visualizers, giving us good music, and not only that, guys, still bringing it with 2025's even in Arcadia. So, guys, thank you for sticking to, with me on This Place Will Become Your Tomb, Sleep Token 2021. Let me know what else to discuss from the band, guys. If you guys want me to do some deep dives on the EPs, let me know. I recently did a review on Sundowning, the previous album, and the album after this, Take Me Back to Eden. Last but not least, guys, definitely going to jump into Even in Arcadia. Been giving that album a listen back to back so I can get a good feel of that one, knowing the tracks, knowing the differences, and the overall feel of it, and things of that nature, guys. So stay tuned for my thoughts on Even in Arcadia. But until then, guys, This Place Will Become Your Tomb. Thank you for watching, guys, and deuces.